Good morning and welcome to your class. Today I'm going to be taking up the class to explain the poem Laburnum Top, written by Ted Hughes. In the earlier video I had read the poem and given you the background. Now I'm going to explain it line-wise. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. So the poet Ted Hughes begins the poem with painting the scene of the tree. So the tree is majestically standing, it is very beautiful, and the yellow flowers which were growing on the tree, some have already fallen because this is a summer tree. So summer starts in India, it starts in April, so April, May, June. This is the time when this tree blossoms and it becomes really beautiful with those yellow flowers hanging down like chandeliers, and it is a very pretty sight. The entire tree fills up with the yellow flowers and there's hardly any leaf visible. But by July, August, and here this is England he's talking about. By September the flowers have fallen, most of them, and it is quite silent. The laburnum top is silent. Now he's talking about the top of the tree because the bird has made a nest in that safe place. Quite still, and everything is quiet and still. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight. So the sunlight is also yellow. It is the month of September and it reflects the color of the flowers of the tree as well as the leaves which have turned from green to yellow because of the approaching autumn. So the color of the leaves has changed. A few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. So the leaves are yellow in color, the seeds have fallen down, and very few flowers are left. Now what happens? Everything is quiet till the goldfinch comes. The goldfinch is a little yellow bird and it has black and yellow color combination. It has a few lines next to its eyes, and then it has in black it has a few feathers at the edge of its wings which are black. The tail can be yellow or maybe tinged with black. So the goldfinch has this color so that it can camouflage itself when it is in a tree, especially a laburnum tree where the coloring is yellow and black. So when the goldfinch enters the tree, it is just not visible because it merges with the background. And it is called the goldfinch. Finches are little sparrow type birds which are very colorful, and it is called a goldfinch because the color is golden yellow with black lines. So till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup. So when it comes back into the tree, it sits on a branch and it starts chirping. And chirrup is also another word for chirping. A suddenness, a startlement at a branch end. And what heralds its coming back? A branch moves a little because the bird sits on it and then it hops from one place to another. Then the branch moves a little. So when the bird is hopping, the branch is moving. And that movement of the branch is what is seen as a startlement. It is like something coming from behind, somebody coming from behind and just touching you, and you shake a little. So the branch shakes a little in startlement at the branch end. So when it sits on the branch, if it is sitting here, the end of the branch moves a little. Then sleek as a lizard. Now this is a comparison. So here this is a simile, sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt. The bird is very alert. In the wild, animals survive if they are alert and they can think ahead of the enemy. So all animals, survival is their instinct. So it is not about going here, there, flying, doing this, doing that. It is just about surviving a day. Every day an animal struggles to survive. If you look at a little ant, you don't know who's going to step on the ant and kill it. You don't know if a bird is going to come and pick it and eat it. So what is the ant doing? Living a day at a time. So all animals, they work on survival. So here it says that the bird is as sleek as a lizard. It has very smooth lines. It is as alert as an animal should be and abrupt. It doesn't have any smooth movements. movements. All the smooth movements are when the bird flies, when it is gliding or it is flying. At that time, the movements are very smooth. But here, the movements are abrupt. Quickly, it goes behind a leaf or onto another branch, approaching its nest very carefully because it doesn't want other animals or predators to know where the nest is. She enters the thickness of the tree with all those leaves and branches and everything, and a machine starts up. So the moment the bird enters the tree, the chicks in the nest come to know that the mother bird is here, and they start creating a ruckus because they're hungry. So they go on jumping, 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 jumping. I want food, I want food. You know, they have their beaks open and they're doing this, and all those 3-4 chicks, they are all ready to eat whatever she has brought. So a machine starts up. It is as if somebody has put a key into the ignition of the car and switched on the engine. A machine starts up of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings. So all these are sound words, words which bring out the sound that has started when the mother bird came to the tree. So chittering, trilling, chirping, chirruping, all these are sound words. The whole tree trembles and thrills. So suddenly everything comes alive. The birds are chirping, and then of course the chicks are moving in the nest, and the mother bird is hopping from one side to another, feeding one, feeding another one, and the tree seems to come to life. It is the engine of her life. She stokes it full. So the birds, the chicks are the engine of her life, and she puts food into those engines and she stokes it full. She satiates their desire for food, then flirts out to a branch end, and after feeding the chicks and finishing her work for the time being, she goes to the end of the branch, just looks here, there, it's trying to find whether it is safe, and then it flies away into the infinite sky to find more food. She's going to do this many times a day. She flirts out to a branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. Now here, when she comes to the edge of the branch to fly away, she shows a little bit of its face, and the face has yellow color and black lines. That is the barred face identity mask. It is the camouflage for the face, and it is what keeps her blended with the background and safe. So she shows a little bit of her face, and then with eerie, delicate whistle chirrup whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite. And then it just looks around and it chirps a little, a long chirp, because it is going and it is warning its chicks to stay in the nest quietly. And then it flies into the infinite sky, and the laburnum subsides to empty. And what happens to the tree? It becomes quiet again. Suddenly, it just goes quiet after the bird has flown, because the chicks have been given the instruction by the mother bird to be very quiet till it comes back with food, like it had done earlier. Thank you.